What's up, YouTube? I hope you're all doing well. So, I'm back after all this time. I've still been working on my game sporadically. Run into a few hitches that I couldn't find any help online for the type of issue I was running into. So, I had to figure that out all on my own. But now we're here. We got it done. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, I've done several bug fixes, nothing too exciting, so I'm not gonna go over that. I'm gonna show you one of the units I added for the Galaxians. This one's called the Enforcer. And this guy right here is gonna be like a shotgun type unit. So they won't attack until up close. Okay, there we go. But anyways, yeah, so he does an AoE attack that can hit the unit in front of him and the unit behind. So these guys are going to be pretty good at clearing the front. And yeah, they would be pretty good front line as well. So I guess that's how they would be played. And as you might have saw just then, the second guy in the back isn't in range to attack. So these guys are going to be purely front line. And as you can see on the top left here, I added icons to the queue system so that the player knows what they have queued up. And I'm very happy with how that turned out. So I think the only thing I would change about the queue system would I probably come back to the icons and change those for on the finished product. But yeah, I think it's working pretty well. It waits until there's space in here to spawn a unit. And that seems to be working pretty well. Alright. Almost like the Dreadnoughts this time. And I added a new unit to the Dreadnoughts as well. This unit was the one that I ran into a really big hitch. So it took me countless hours trying to figure out how to program this unit. And it also took me a long time to figure out how to animate them, because these guys behave differently than any of the other units I was working on. So how these guys work: the grenade spawns right in their hand. So I instantiate a grenade game object, and then it adds velocity to the grenade. And it ends up hitting a certain point, which is a trigger. And once it hits that trigger, it deletes the grenade game object and spawns in the explosion, which takes in a list of whatever enemies that it hits and applies the damage to them. And so anytime I hit the end round button, it adds credits to the enemy team. So then it ends up queuing up however much money is available for the enemies, and spawns the amount with the money. And it's purely random. So it grabs a random number and then selects a unit to spawn. Or add to the queue and then spawns them. Let me kill this guy out. So the Grav Grenadier units are very strong for a ranged AoE attack. But as you may have noticed, they can't attack like right in front of them, so that's like their huge weakness. But they are very, very strong at like a distance. So they could be pretty good at taking out like a backline, so they can just like completely ignore the front and just lob the grenade right over like the other units. So I'm going to be messing with that. And I'm trying to think of what else I can implement. I do want to do the like upgrade shop. I don't know if I'm going to be implementing that just yet. But going into the next video, I'll probably work on the rounds a bit more. So I barely just touched on that right now. With applying like the next round for the enemy team. But for the upgrade shop, I'm gonna have like a pop-up. So when you hit the end round, there's gonna be like a pop-up here, or like a UI pop-up, and it's gonna have like certain upgrades you can purchase, if, like any extra money that you may have. Or rather, you're gonna get the money as soon as you hit the end round, and with that money you get to pick some upgrades. So I think like the end rounds and the upgrade shop is going to go hand in hand. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.